everybody, I'm Corinne Blackstone and welcome to my craft room. Before we get started, be sure that you're following me over on Instagram. I will link it down below, that way you can see all the cool tips, tricks, and hacks that I post over there. Now in today's video, we have some really fun car coasters that we're gonna make. I'm really excited about these and it's a really fun, easy project, especially if you are a sublimation beginner, because this is a super simple task and these are really easy to do and inexpensive. So if you mess them up, you're not wasting a lot of money. Now with these, we are going to print our designs from Canva, and I'll link all the designs that we're using for these down below because we're using a couple of different ones just to show you different ways to do these. I will link the car coasters as well because I really love these and I use them all the time in my car, and they're machine washable, which is fantastic, especially if you are somebody who likes a good sticky caramel drink. They always make a mess. So let's go ahead, get started. I can't wait to show you how to do this. Now be sure to let me know down below in the comments, are you somebody who's new to sublimation or have you been doing sublimation for a really long time? Let's head over to Canva and get started.
Whatever we would do, we do it just for fun.
For this tutorial, we're going to be using Canva. Really easy to use Canva for this because we don't need to cut out our designs since we're just pressing them with sublimation. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to custom size, and you can do this completely free. You don't need Canva Pro. Now, if you're going to do this, you want to use whatever size paper you're using. So I'm going to change my pixels to inches, and then I'm using an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And then I'm just going to click Create New Design. It's going to bring up a blank page that we can use, and because we're using our own images, we don't need this little menu on the side, so you can just click it and get rid of it. We're going to be just using 3 different styles of designs from design bundles, and I'll link everything down below so you can find them if you want to use them. But all I've done is I've left the open folders so that I can easily use them and pull them into Canva. So we just need to decide which of these ones we want to use, and I kind of like this one here. So all I'm going to do is click on it and hold my mouse button down and then drag it and drop it over into Canva. I'm going to load all the designs before I size them because that is way too big. So then I'm just going to grab each folder and choose the design that I want to use. Now for this one, I'm just using a patterned, and I'm going to use the PNG here for it. So I'm just, again, going to drag it and drop it. And again, it probably is going to open fairly large, but again, we'll size them down. And then our last image that we're going to use is just kind of a sublimation image that I thought was fun and that we could size pretty easily to fit to our coaster. So I'm going to use this one with the flowers on it. So again, I'm just dragging and dropping. Doing this is pretty simple. It takes a second to upload and you're good to go. So I'm going to drag these down into the corner really quick and I'm going to resize. So my circles are 2.75 inches. That's the size of my car coaster. So I just want to resize this down a little bit, and you can see there's a black box in that lower right corner, and that's going to tell you what size your design is. Now, because I want to go just a little bit bigger than that 2.75 inch, because I want to make sure that it's going to cover all the edges, I'm going to allow this one to go to about 2.8 inches. Now this one we do need to make a little bit smaller so that we can make sure that it doesn't get cut into, because you see how there's a little cutout? That little cutout is on the coasters to help you remove it from the actual cup holder. So for this one, I just want to make it a little bit smaller than 2.75. So I might go 2.7, and I can kind of check it over here on this one just to see if it looks like it's going to get cut off. I think it'll be okay if it cuts off just that little edge right here where that little dot is. And then for this one, I want it to cover the whole design. So again, I'm just going to size it down, and I'll make this one a little bit bigger than the 2.75 inch size. And now we've got these 3 designs. Now, obviously you can fill this sheet with other stuff if you want to. Ignore these weird little lines. Those will go away. They won't actually print. Sometimes that happens if you move something around a bunch on the screen when you're sizing it, but it's fine. They will go away. See, they do eventually kind of leave. But they come back. But don't worry about them. They are not there. They're just a weird glitch on the screen. So I just sort of move stuff around, kind of give everything a little bit of space around it so that I can cut around the design. Now, like I said, you can definitely add to this. You can add more designs to it. If you don't want to waste your paper, if you want to just make a couple extra, things, if maybe you want to make a couple extra coasters, you can absolutely do that. So we'll go ahead and just fill the screen here with a couple more designs, just so that we can not waste our sublimation paper, because we can always make more coasters or put these on other sublimation things. So I'm just going to size a bunch of stuff down so that it fits. And maybe when we see it printed, we might want to change our mind about what design we want to use. So I'm just going to add a couple more things. Now that I've added the few things that I want to add, we are using sublimation, so it's important that we mirror our image. Now, obviously, with the sunflowers and the skulls, it's not going to matter because there's no text on them. But with the two that have writing on them, it is important. So I'm just going to go ahead and mirror everything. When using Canva, you can simply use the flip option, or you can mirror after you're done. So if you right-click on this little guy, you can see that you can flip it, and you can just flip it horizontally. So you can do it that way, or we can do it in the print settings, and I'll show you how to do that way, because that way is pretty easy as well. Now we want to download it, so under the share button, click that one, and then you want to click on the word download. Now personally, I find I get a better print quality if I use PDF. You can use PNG if you want, but for whatever reason, and it may just be a setting on my computer, I can't access the same settings when I go to print from a PNG as I can with a PDF. So what I like to do is I download mine as a PDF print, and you can do that without having Canva Pro. Now, I like to use it under the CMYK setting under color profile, but I have Pro. If you don't, the RGB is fine. It downloads fine. It gives you the same color. It's not a big deal. So I'll use RGB since we're doing this completely for free. And then all I want to do is click download. Now, I did test it with the PNG version, and like I said, I can't get the same settings, and I'm sure it's just a setting on my computer that I haven't messed with, but I do find that I do like using PDFs. I just think they're a little bit easier sometimes, and if you need the PNG, you can always download it and have it there, if you want to use that instead. Now, it's going to ask you where you want to save it, so I'm going to save this as, let's call it Car Coaster Video. That way I know what it is, and I'm going to click Save. I can just open that directly from my internet browser, and then I'm going to print right from here, and it's super simple. What I want to do is click on this printer icon, and then you want to do a couple of things before you start printing. Number one, change the type of printer, whichever one you're using. For me, I use my Super Tank 4000 from Epson to print my sublimation designs, and then I want to change from black and white to color. The next thing I want to do is go under more settings, and right here is use print using system dialog. Go ahead and click on that. Make sure you have the correct printer selected up here, and then choose preferences. Now from here, you want to change a few things to make sure that you're going to get a really good quality print. The first thing I'm going to do is change from my plain paper. I want to use premium presentation paper matte, and then I want to change from standard to high under quality. Then under more options, we're going to turn off our high-speed print. It might also say bidirectional printing, but this is where we're going to mirror our image. You can actually mirror your image in your printer preferences if you don't do it prior to saving your file. So I'm going to go ahead and choose mirror image and click OK. Then I'm simply just going to click print to send it to my sublimation printer. Now that we've printed out our designs, I have 6 coasters here because we're going to make all of them, because why the heck not? What you'll want to do is you're going to want to cut them apart. That's going to be your best bet when it comes to how to put these on. And what I try to do is I try not to cut super close to the edge of the design. And now that I'm looking at it, this one might not be quite big enough. It's just big enough. I made that one a little bit too small, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll cover it. So then I'm just going to cut all these apart. And it's okay if you have like a bunch of paper hanging off the side. We're going to tape the coasters, so these neoprene discs, to the paper so that we can press them. So remember, these sunflower ones are not my favorite because they have the little divot in them, which I think is pointless, because now you got to try to line it up with the divot. And I probably could have made these a little bit bigger. I went with the measurements that the internet told me these were, and now I'm kind of questioning it. But honestly, I think it'll be fine. That looks like it's pretty well lined up. So all I do is I take heat tape and I just put it on to the back of my coaster, and then I just tape it down to the paper. Now you don't have to use a ton of tape. And I have this really cool tape dispenser that actually pre-cuts the tape for me. I'll link it down below. It's my favorite. And so I'm just gonna put 3 pieces of tape on this one. And I think that's pretty good. So we're just gonna do that for each of our designs. We're just gonna line them up best we can to the color, like to the design. And then you're just gonna put some heat tape down. And I usually just kind of go in a circle around these, and I just sort of find some good places to tape, and then I'm good to go. So now you'll see you have your coaster taped to your paper. So we'll do that for each of these. Now remember, like with these ones, we made them so hopefully it wouldn't cut off too much with the little divot in them. So you'll just kind of want to find a spot where you're good and okay with it cutting it off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the moons on this one. Now you could have made your designs a little bit smaller. Like I said, I went with the measurements that was given to me from where I bought these from, and I think it might be slightly off, but that's okay, it'll work fine. So let me go ahead and finish taping all of these down, and then we can get ready to press them. Before we're ready to press, another really important thing that you need is butcher paper. Now for these, you're going to want a set of butcher paper under them, but then you're also going to need some butcher paper on top. So what I like to do is I just kind of cut a decent size piece of butcher paper, and then I just fold it over on top of them. It just makes it a lot easier. So I just cut that, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So we'll head over to the press and get these ready. You're going to press these at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So what I've done is I have my pressing pillow, because I always use that, and then I've got all of my neoprene coasters lined up, and then I've got my butcher paper ready to fold over. So I'm just going to carefully fold that over, and by carefully I mean not what I just did, which was like move them everywhere, but I'm just going to fold that over. And then I want to make sure that my coasters are all on top of the pressing pillow, which they are. We're going to go ahead and press this at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Once it's done, go ahead and pull up your press. And then I'm going to take all my coasters over to the table and we can unwrap them. Now for the fun part of sublimation is when we get to see our designs. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back. And this one had tape on it, so it stuck to it. But let's go ahead and just start with this one. Peel that off. Look at how pretty. Now I am going to give you an up close view of all of them once we are done peeling them off. This one didn't get quite as centered as I would have liked, but look at how much color it pulled off of the paper. Really, really nice paper. And then we're going to go ahead and peel this one off. Oh, I love the sunflowers. I think those ones might be my favorite. Let's do one of the skulls real quick. Oh, the skulls came out really, really cute. So this is why I use butcher paper, because sometimes like if your design is off of your coaster, you may have some of it press on to your butcher paper. You'd rather have it on your butcher paper than on your press. Oh, this pink came out so good. That is really, really pretty. And then last but not least is the other kind of celestial one, which again, we knew was going to cut off a little bit, and I didn't get it quite as centered as I would have liked, but I think they all came out really nice. Let me go ahead and clean this up, and I'll give you some up-close views of all of our coasters. Here are the finished coasters. So we made 2 sets of each kind of style, so I'll show you them a little closer. So our sunflowers, I think the color on these is fantastic. They came out really good, and that color goes all the way to the edge, which is why I make them a little bit bigger than they actually suggest. Then here we have the skulls. That pink is stunning, and I love how the teal and pink came out as well, again with the color all the way to the edge. And then I did some that have some white in them. Like I said, I didn't center these as well as I had hoped, but I still think the color is beautiful, and it was really easy to do, and I still think they look really, really nice. Now what's great about car coasters is they are pretty inexpensive. You can get a pretty big pack, and I'll put the ones that I used down below for really inexpensive, and then you can usually sell them for like 2 for $10, and you really do make a pretty good profit. Plus they're super handy to have in your car anyways. I've used them for a couple years now, and my coasters always are so simple, and what's great, they're washable. So these are completely washable, so if you get a little goo on them, just throw them in your washing machine. Do not dry them, but definitely you can just throw them in your washer and set them out to dry. They are super like flexible. The color is not going to come off, and these are really good quality. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else that we do here on the channel, let me know in those comments down below. And tell me which design is your favorite. I'm having a hard time deciding, but I do really like the skulls. I hope you guys have a great day, and as always, happy crafting!